What's up, everybody? Once again, I'm filming here in the basement. And let me tell you what the fuck I want to talk about. Alright, in my masculine shoulders. Look at that. See those shoulders? I'm Hawk. And now, I should have talked about this video when Chris Benoit's death happened. Excuse me. Excuse me. So I figured let me make it anyway. Let me just be all late about it and talk about Chris Benoit. What to think about his death, his apparent, his murder-suicide, his double murder-suicide. Let me say this. Canada has always breeded some of the best wrestlers out there. You got Edge, Christian, okay, the Hart family, Chris Benoit, obviously, Vampiro. What you guys know about Vampiro from Ottawa, Canada? I hope all my fellow wrestling fans knew about that. Vampiro, very underrated in WCW. He wasn't used right. The guy had the potential to definitely be championship material, you know? Especially the feud he had with Sting. Remember that? When him and Sting had, what was it, the fire match, I think? And they were fighting on top of the Titantron, and then I think Sting got lit on fire. Was it Sting that got lit on fire? And he fell like 50 feet, 30 feet below. That was a good match, you know? Back during the WCW greedy days when Bischoff wasn't giving a fuck about the young talent, you know? So Bischoff, fuck you for basically fucking up WCW. WCW had the potential, man, but back then I liked WCW more than WWE because they had much more better wrestlers in my opinion, you know, much more young talent and the luchadors. But they just, like I said, they weren't using them right. Vampiro and the Great Muta and the ICP when they had the Dark Carnival, that could have been a big hit for you, WCW. But whatever. WCW is dead. Who gives a fuck about WCW now? It's time to move on. Chris Benoit, definitely a good wrestler. Brought us years of great wrestling matches, memories. I was at WrestleMania, what was it, 20 or 21? At Madison Square Garden, where he fought Triple H and won the title. I was at there, and I got to experience that. All the way fucking nosebleed seats, but fuck it. And then the Brock Lesnar, Goldberg match, you know. Anybody that was out there and was at that WrestleMania, I loved the Brock Lesnar and Goldberg match. I loved both those wrestlers. The fans were fucking booing. The New York crowd have always been very tough, you know. But they were booing so loud, you know, at the match. And I'm looking around, I'm like, why? I mean, these are, in my opinion, these were two great wrestlers, Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. And now everybody's kissing Brock Lesnar's ass because he's in UFC now. You know, fucking hypocrites. Some of these wrestling fans can be. Some of you wrestling fans can be fucking hypocrites. One minute you're booing him in the ring, the next minute you're fucking cheering him on. Cheering him in UFC. Make up your fucking mind. Let's move on. So, the positive of Chris Benoit, like I said, great wrestling. He had talent. He was trained by the best, okay? The Rabbit Wolverine, you know, gotta respect him. I respect his talent, you know, respect everything he brought us, definitely. You know what I'm saying? No doubt about that. Gotta credit him for that. Now, we all know that, you know, he was doing steroids, pills. Doctors even said that he had some kind of advanced form of dementia. You know, even his brain, his head, taking all them shots on the wrestling mat, shots to the head with chairs, just all the years that he's been wrestling, his brain was fucked up, you know? His head just wasn't in its proper state. His brain, from what I read, was all mushy and it resembled that of an Alzheimer's patient. So I'm pretty sure what happened at that house, Chris Benoit, he must have went psychological. He just must have went fucking crazy somehow. Killed his wife, got into an argument with her, killed her, realized that, you know, his son, you know, how is he going to explain this to his son? Mommy's missing, mommy's dead. So he killed his son to put him out of his misery and then kill himself. Just to end it, you know, have all three go together. What Chris Benoit did was basically, it was a bitch fucking scumbag asshole move on his part. You see, it's hard for me to say this because, you know, Chris Benoit was one of my favorite wrestlers. You know, but the guy was a fucking jerk for what he did. Okay? I'm pretty sure if he would have faced a court of law, if he didn't commit suicide, he probably would have been found, not guilty because of his psychological state. I'm pretty sure whatever was going on through his mind, who knows? He must. It's obviously he went crazy, you know. But when you think about it, I mean, the guy was texting Eddie Guerrero, who was it, Chavo? He texted a couple people, so he had this. It seemed like he had this already in plan, in motion. So he must have been thinking right, or maybe he wasn't. Who knows? Like I said, Chris Benoit's mind was very different from ours, from all the years of abuse to the head and all that, and all the drugs he used to take. Definitely rest in peace, Chris Benoit. But wherever you are right now, hey, rest in peace, I'm staring at the man in the mirror. So fill me in on your thoughts, people. What do you think of Chris Benoit? What do you think? Do you really think he was a fucking asshole for what he did? Okay, let's see how many wrestling fans are gonna get pissed off at me, because I know I'm gonna have a few people get pissed off at me and disagree with me. That's fine. When another person takes away the life of a woman and a child like that in a very brutal fashion, the way he did, you gotta admit that fucking pisses you off. Okay, so definitely Chris Benoit. I won't knock you down, your credibility, your strength in the ring. Okay. Your talent, you were great at that. But what you did, fuck you.